That's a good boy, Stanley. Annie, Annie, oops, I love you. See the rose, Stanley? Oh! What was that? It's Tattoo Christmas again. Let's go see what Santa brought us. A gift! All right, let's see what Santa got me. It's the CNC WE, W-E. Let's check it out. So the good folks over at CNC have decided to sponsor Floaty Lady and have sent me this beautiful, completely wireless tattoo machine. They also sent out some of their newest line of needles, the EN04 police needles. We're gonna unbox this thing and try out needles on a little silicone project I have prepared. All right, let's open this thing. The CNC WE. There it is, the WE. So here's the CNC WE. It comes with 2 wireless power cells. So let's see how those attach. Boom, wireless power cells attached with this magnet. Very cool. So here it goes again. Pop, there's your power. Very convenient. The CNC WE comes with a replaceable swash plate with multiple stroke lengths available. This one has a 3.5 millimeter swash plate, and you can get a 4 millimeter available separately or in the CNC wireless starter kit. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just gonna open this up and see what a swash plate looks like. There it is. Looks nice and lubed up, thanks CNC. So you probably, looks like it's kind of tilts on its axes there. Interesting. Yeah, so if you want to replace this, there is a 4 millimeter available. Again, you can get that separately on its own or in the CNC wireless starter kit. The CNC WE is supposed to have minimal vibrations and low noise, 13 levels of voltage output, an ergonomic grip design, and it accepts all major cartridge brands. The grip diameter is 31.5 millimeters, and the length with the power pack is 141 millimeters. The weight with the power pack is 176 grams, and the power pack weight on its own is 37.4 grams. We have some cartridges here also from CNC. These are the EN04 police needles. Let's take a look at what those look like. It's a very simple design for the box. A little easier to grab your needles, slide it open instead of reaching in the top. And I was wondering why they called these police needles. When you look at them, they do look like a little police light on the top of a car. Very cool. This is a 3-round liner in a standard gauge, and so we're gonna be using this for my little rose project that I have prepared. But let's see what the CNC WE sounds like when we attach the needle. How do we know it's going to be charged? Oh, it's charged. Okay, needle depth. So needle depth is going to be, you have to hold firmly on the numbers, otherwise you'll unscrew the machine. But a nice, simple, easy design. Just turn, needle depth goes in and comes out. All right, let's see how this power supply works. So I'm gonna start at the lowest operating voltage. There are 13 levels of voltage, and they're all represented by colors, but you can also just hear the difference between the sounds. The lowest one is a 5 volt, and so that is blue. The blinking green just means I have 100% battery right now, so you can ignore that blinking. There's the blue again, that's the 5 volts. We go up 1 increment is 5.5. So it goes up, looks like half increments. Next one is a 6, 6.5, a 7, a 7.5, an 8. Very obvious 8.5 at this green, which is kind of a higher voltage to operate at for lining and things like that. So I'm glad that one kind of lights up as green, very obviously. Up from there, we have another half increment at 9, a 9.5, 10, 10.5, and 11. Minimal vibrations, not too noisy, and that's the highest voltage. Depending on how it runs, you might not need to go to those high voltages, but we'll find out. So very easy color coding here for the voltages. Okay, to turn the CNC WE on and off, you have to hold the power button for 1.5 seconds. There's also a pause mode, which you see it on right now, where the lights are blinking. So to turn it back on from the pause mode will be easier versus on and off. You hold down and hold it again. So as you notice also with this detachable magnet head, it makes it an easier design for your routine sterilization, usage, and maintenance. Its operating voltage, as I've shown you, is 5 to 11 volts that adjusts between 0.5 volt increments using a color system for the voltage indicator. And the power bolts take about 1.5 hours to charge using a standard USB-C charging cable and can run anywhere between 3 to 9 hours on a single charge, depending on what voltage you run the machine at. Looks cool, feels cool. It's all in one system. Let's see how it works on the silicone. Okay guys, I've put this rose onto a piece of silicone, as you can see here, using my method with the speed stick and a little bit of green soap and a stencil that I've made from my Eco Stencil printer. And we're gonna try out this CNC WE. Pretty cool system here. Let's check it out again. We're gonna turn it on. Yeah, so I'm gonna line this with a sort of a gray wash because the silicone does get pretty dark, and I just want to get my stencil down, so let's see how. Yeah, looks like the CNC WE's getting in there. With one pass here in the middle range voltage, I'm probably at a 7, 7.5. Probably want to slow my hand speed to adjust to the voltage a little bit. But since I'm doing a rough outline here, I'm okay with a little choppiness. Yeah, this thing seems like it's running really well. It's comfortable. It's all in one system. It's got a good weight to it. The weight distribution seems to be more towards the kind of middle to the bottom of the machine, which is better than being at the end there with a heavy battery. Battery's very lightweight. My stencil's a little light, so I'm gonna get the stencil down and then should be able to start thinking about how to shade this thing. All right, so far I've tried out the CNC WE for lining. This was done with the 3-round liner and a standard gauge needle with the CNC WE. So far it's been feeling really good. I can match my hand speed to the voltage to get a nice crisp line. I am just doing a quick outline here so I can do more of shading with this, so let's try that out too. I do have some mags also from these police cartridges from CNC. This is a 5 curve mag and a standard, and we have the 9 curve mag as well. So let's go with the 9, so bigger. And we're gonna try out the CNC WE for shading. So I'm just about done with this rose. I've lined it, I've shaded it, I've hit it with triple black, I've hit it with white, I've bleached it, and now I'm just kind of going back to see if I can't hit it again with a little triple black in some of these areas and trying to bring out the shadows. One thing I noticed with the CNC WE is that the swatch plate might be a little short for working on silicone. I think having that longer 4.0 millimeter swatch plate could be helpful in working to get the blacks blacker and on the silicone. And who knows, it could come in handy too with certain kind of skin types. But yeah, this is my first rose. I did it with the CNC WE. Very happy with this tool. It seems like the weight distribution is really well done. Very comfortable machine. The color system seems fairly intuitive. I don't really have a problem figuring out the range that I'm in, even though it's not ultra precise. It's done with the color coding. I think it's very efficient. And yeah, very cool. So you may notice the battery is still, let's see, little blink for us. Yep, what is that, yellow or green? We might be getting, it was darker green before, now it's a brighter green, so I think I finally did run down the battery, but that's almost full power there. You see the blue is the voltage, and the green flashing tells you the battery. And yeah, it's still pretty full. I have not used it down to the red at all, and I've been using it for 5 hours. And there's actually, the kit comes with 2 and the other swatch plate, so that would be a great thing to pick up. Check it out in the link below. For its price range, this is definitely the best you can get. It's definitely probably the best pen I've seen for beginners, and I'm sure even professionals alike. I've certainly enjoyed it, and I'm so happy to add it to my collection. Thank you, CNC. So don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and all my links are below. Check them out. Floaty Lady signing off.
Thank you. Bye.